Well, welcome back, everyone. It's Sunday sit-down time. I'm joined today by James Arnold, the athletic director at Columbia College. James, first, thanks so much for joining us.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about you getting back into coaching this year. It's been a big year for women's basketball at Columbia College. Talk me through, first off, just that decision.
Well, you know, when Coach Posell came to me last fall and said that it might be his last year, we started really mobilizing and thinking, what would that look like for us with a coaching search? And with the transfer portal and everything else that comes with that, and the returners that we had and the All-Americans we had and some of the recruits we had coming in, we got a little worried about maybe losing that core group. And while they didn't know me as a coach, they had some familiarity with me through, I had them in class as an adjunct faculty and, of course, as the athletic director. And so I joked with my mother that there's not a lot of things I know how to do in this world, but coaching women's basketball is one of them. So it was a natural fit, and our administration was on board with that. And fortunately, because of what Coach Burchard had done for years as a men's basketball coach and athletic director, our department and our institution was used to that. After my wife signed off on it, and we met with all the young ladies in January, which allowed Coach Posell to have his appropriate exit with everything that comes with selling a house and moving jobs, and me getting a chance to meet the recruits and watch closely, we got a little bit lucky, and I think it was a good idea. And so it's worked out really well. And then with some of the salary we saved in that movement, we were able to hire a strength and conditioning coach. So it was a win-win-win across the board, and I'm enjoying it. It's been some long days, but certainly well worth it.
Well, you guys have definitely had a hot start to the season, as has the men's basketball team. Just what success have you seen out of both programs so far?
Well, obviously, we're very fortunate that, you know, we've had a great fall with our fall sports. We're getting into the winter here, and we just had a big win to go into Christmas break over Missouri Baptist. Our men did the same. You know, I've inherited a group and brought in a few key pieces, along with Coach Peace helping the recruiting process for us to a 26-win team a year ago. So it's not a surprise that we're having some of the success we are, but new system, new coach, a lot of new pieces. We're real thrilled about where we're at. And, of course, Coach Brock has been with the program for quite some time. He was with Coach Burchard, now has taken over, and him and Coach Green have some great things going on the men's side as well. It's going to be an exciting winter, so people should come out and see us.
You mentioned the transfer portal, obviously a hot topic nowadays. Just kind of looking at how college basketball, college athletics has changed with that, just what have you seen?
Well, you know, it's funny because a lot of people would associate that only with, say, a Mizzou, an SEC, a Big 12, or major Division I thing, but it does trickle down to us. And some of it is a natural. Student athletes are seeing other student athletes they went to high school with or even junior college with transfer, so therefore it's just more acceptable, it's easier. One other thing that we're seeing that people forget about is that back when I was in school, to transfer academically was a challenge, and now schools just accept a lot more credits and make it much easier. And so it's just become that much more acceptable at the higher levels. It means it trickles down for us. And with most people would tell you the transfer portal giveth and it taketh. And, you know, we just want student athletes that want to be at Columbia College to want to have that degree and have that experience. If they don't, we wish them the best and sort of try to help them find a home that's better for them.
Well, obviously a lot of good success that we've seen this winter. But before that, you mentioned soccer. You know, men's and women's both had good season. We had baseball, big win for the softball team. Just what have you seen kind of this program as a whole develop this year?
We know Columbia College has always been, you know, really, some people, when I got a chance to take the job, a crown jewel of at the NAI level. And I'm fortunate that, you know, we've jumped in and kind of kept that going and tried to take things a little bit farther. Men's soccer had come off back-to-back Final Fours, and this year just fell short of reaching the Elite Eight again. But Coach Klein and his group they've won the AMC Conference Championship. Women's soccer has won the Conference Championship in regular season for the 5th straight year, and they also won in their first round of the National Championship. Volleyball made it to the Elite Eight. And volleyball, if you don't know, Columbia College volleyball is the all-time winningest NAIA program out there. And so, and then cross country, Alex Dukes from Mexico, Missouri, won the individual cross country men's championship for the 4th time in a row. So lots to celebrate in the fall. In fact, with the Learfield rankings, we're ranked 13th in the nation with the Learfield Cup. So there's a lot to like there. And certainly, we've won 5 straight President's Cups in the AMC, which is, you know, across the board, the most successful athletic program. We won 5 of those straight, and we're leading going into the winter for 6 straight. So there's a lot to like. And one area that sort of gets missed based on its uniqueness is our esports program. Columbia College jumped in that pool before a lot of people did about a decade ago, and our Rocket League team won the national championship in the fall. So we're going to have a ring ceremony for those folks soon, and just a lot to like, a lot to love, both academically, socially, and athletically at Columbia College.
A lot to celebrate, for sure.
For sure.
We talked a little bit about just the challenges of the transfer portal, but also there's still kind of the challenges of moving on past the pandemic with athletics. Just what has that experience been like for you as an athletic director and a coach?
Yeah, that's a really great question. You know, we really, when we meet as coaches and we meet as a staff and we talk to our support staff across campus, athletic training, our health and wellness staff, our counselors, is that, you know, a lot of these student athletes hadn't experienced a full season of competition. So now, as we're trying to transition back to full-fledged conditioning and full-fledged practicing and full-fledged commitment, many of them haven't had that. Seasons were shortened, practices were shortened. Really, the rigors of being a student athlete had been shortened. So coming out of that, we're really mindful of the impact that's having on students. While mental health is always at the forefront, we think we're doing a really good job of making sure that our coaches are providing mental health day options and all the things that come with that transition back. And of course, you know, there were a few things that came out of COVID that we've learned from, that we've kept. Athletic training, individual appointments has made it a lot better experience for our students getting in and out and seeing the athletic trainers. Our ticketing portal, all online now, has been a huge help. So, you know, again, like most things, we try to take the positive spin on what's come out of COVID, and there's been a lot of things that have come out of it that have been challenging, and certainly we're thankful to be back playing full schedules and full-fledged, but we're continuing to keep an eye on those student athletes and how they progress through it.
We've seen a lot of people come to the Southwell Complex just a few weeks ago for the Sophie Cunningham Classic. All-girls tournament. What was it like to just host that, and what are you looking forward to in the future?
Well, it was amazing. And if the history is that, you know, Southwell Complex, Coach Burchard, Drew Grisella, who's still with us, hosted the Norm Stewart Classic for years. And as that's grown and become more national, they've transitioned down the street. Sophie had approached us, along with help from Coach Stewart and Brad and those guys with the MBCA, about hosting it. And, of course, we were all in. As someone that's spent their entire life coaching girls and women's basketball, and as a father of a girls basketball player, I couldn't have been more thrilled to say yes. We're fortunate to have the facilities and the location that we do, and Sophie and Lindsay and her family were thrilled at the event, and we're looking forward to that not only becoming a permanent home for the Sophie Cunningham Classic, but really growing it and just continue to see it thrive. And, you know, with the Win Banquet and the Sophie Cunningham Classic, a lot of the things that Columbia College, with its traditions as an all-women's school, we still continue to really value and put a lot of emphasis and resources towards women's athletics.
James, thank you so much for joining us. I'm looking forward to everything that's coming this season.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, all right. For everyone at home, we'll have more after the break.